Empatico is an online tool to connect classrooms all around the world, and it's available in English and or in Spanish. Let's see how it works. I have created my profile, which is displayed here, and if I click on profile settings, you can see that I gave a number of options. For example, my availability, so whether I would prefer to be connected with another classroom in the early morning, in the late morning, or in the afternoon, the student ages, and the classroom language. Also, I have set my status available to match, which means that all of the classes around the world that match my criteria are going to be displayed. And in fact, here there are a number of classes that I can send a request to match to. So whenever you're ready, you can send up to 3 requests to match, and then you're going to have to wait for one of these classes to be matched with yours. Now, in the meantime, you may consult the activity library. In the activity library, you find a number of activities divided into 3 main areas: featured activities, other activity for students, and teacher resources. Under the label featured activities, you're going to find a number of activities that are supposed to be done with your matched classroom, with your partner classroom. But you can also start doing some of these activities with your own students and then maybe expand and extend them once you have a match. The first one is called the Great Empatico Expedition, and basically it's a sort of guided tour that starts with the Friendship Forest, and basically these are activities designed to break the ice with the new classroom. Then the Kindness Kingdom then teaches the kids how to be kind to each other in different cultures, the Gratitude Gorge, the Identity Island, and the Collaboration Station. If we open any of these, for example, the Friendship Forest, you're going to find a range of activities that are pre-prepared, and they give you a sort of guidance on what to do with the other classes. But of course, you can also decide to mix and match or to change these activities to suit your classroom better. For example, this one is called Festival Around the World Virtual Exchange. Explore different festivals that are celebrated around the world and invite students to share about a holiday or festival that is important to them. Here, the activity objectives are listed, but of course, the way you decide that your students are going to share this information is entirely up to you. You may decide that your students will create a video, a presentation, a game, so it may be a spoken or a written activity. So this is entirely up to you and the teachers of the other classes. Then, if we go back to the activity library, as I mentioned before, we have a second option, which is called Other Activity for Students. And Other Activity for Students are less structured, but still quite useful ideas on what to do. For example, the first one is called Ways We Play. Discover everyone's favorite way to play. And if you click on it, you may also decide to print it or use it online. It gives you a sort of idea. Again, it gives you some guidance on how to prepare the activity, how to make the students interact, and how to then prepare a reflection activity. Again, you're going to be giving full instructions by clicking here, but you may also decide to customize the activities to fit the needs of your classroom. Finally, if we go back to the Empatico library, there is an option called Teacher Resources, and basically these are all printables that you can use in your classroom. So there are general ideas, for example, adaptations for these activities for younger students, practice exercises, and also other ideas such as, for example, one that is called Empathy Explained. So what is empathy and how can this be used in a plurilingual classroom? So I hope this was useful and you can try and use Empatico and match with classes all around the world.